Off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what?
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy LT back with another video. And today I got top 10 anime betrayals, bro. So this is going to be a great list. I'm really looking forward to it. But before we talk about this list, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification on. It don't cost you nothing and it helps me out a whole lot. It shows me that I'm actually out here grinding and getting y'all some good content and what I need to work on and actually get done and make you guys enjoy the content a little bit better. But man, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this list. The only thing that I can think of, only 4 things that could be on this list. One, I'm gonna say Attack on Titan because I see the thumbnail on this saying, you know, like I see Attack on Titan. That I'm going with that one just because it's got to be Ryan and them. That was a cold betrayal right there. Then I'm going to have to go with Aizen, bro. That's always been the biggest betrayal in the history to me, bro. Like, yo, Captain, the nigga who run the whole squad is actually working for the bad guys. Like, nah, I didn't like that. I will put Itachi on here because he did betray his whole clan to save the village. But then again, you could say he didn't betray his village for his clan. So yeah, that was an iffy one on there. Madara, Black Zetsu betrayed him, bro. That's another one. But those are the only 4 I can think of right now, man. But we're going to go ahead and check this video out and see exactly what's going on. And hopefully it gets into some
spoilers abound. Now, without further ado, let's start counting down the top 10 betrayals in anime. Let's start off with the Black Knight betraying Lelouch. As Code Geass starts moving towards the grand climax, we have one major wrench thrown in the way of our protagonist. In the midst of a high-tension episode, the stakes get pushed even higher when the Black Knights, out of all people, decide that betraying Lelouch is to the best of everyone's interests. In the episode aptly titled Betrayal, we see this scene unfold in a heart-wrenching manner, especially given the context. Code Geass is a series filled with mind games and people making sacrifices for a greater goal, a series filled with gambits of all sorts, and we see the intricacies of such dynamics at play in this episode. The whole sequence of events even cost us Rollo's life, and we now remember how much of a gut punch that death felt like. The amazing thing about Code Geass is that impactful moments like this are a dime a dozen. This is barely the strongest moment in the show, in my opinion. It's a highlight for sure, but in probably a surprising take for many, I think that this is a moment that gets overshadowed by other revelations. Not because of itself, but because there are so many more amazing scenes and twists in the roller coaster of a series. Now, let's take a break before the next entry with our sponsor, Fiesta Online. If you're up for a 3D anime RPG that's been going strong for years, maybe named hit to another. From Code Geass, we move forward to Madoka Magica. Who else would the betrayer be than Kyubey itself? You know, the mommy death at episode 3 caught me off guard, but it wasn't in a whoa, this is one violent series way. It didn't quite blow my mind, despite a lot of people citing it as the moment that quickly changed the whole game. It's still a big moment regardless, but I found more emotional stakes when Kyubey revealed its plan all along. I'm sure some of you had an inkling that this cute alien thing is a villain, but leading them straight to their doom in a cruel cycle designed with maximum efficiency in mind, that certainly got me. And to add to that, Kyubey successfully defends its logic the whole time with a set of reasons that in a certain lens can actually be justified. Amazing. Just amazing. To be fair, I think that Homura's scene at the end of Rebellion was just as big of a betrayal, but I felt that it was more of a betrayal in a meta sense. If not for the sudden sequel announcement a few months back, we'd be staring at a cliffhanger movie that doesn't have continuation in sight for half a decade and counting. We proceed with another blockbuster with time travel shenanigans. Remember Moeka's reveal?
Why didn't I think of time travel shenanigans?
Yeah, who could have thought that Moeka was with Cern all along? Not me, and certainly not the characters when she gave her big reveal in a moment that will continue to haunt Steins Gate fans, but in horror and awe at how well the scene was executed in anime form. Seeing the whole thing unfold was an experience by itself, and I think this moment is one of the peak highlights that the series has to offer. And Moeka's not as helpless as her initial outlook or aura might suggest. This is one battle-hardened woman, and she wastes no time showing off her chops. Poor Mayuri. What I like about this betrayal is that Moeka has quite quite a lot of sympathizers. That's what's so great about Steins Gate as an anime. It's really all a matter of perspective, and there's really no complete good or bad guy in the series. Despite all the despicable actions, if you look at Steins Gate and its writing, you can see that the whole world is grayer than you would have first thought.
Oh God, this is crazy. Ooh. Shot the girl. Damn it,
Hellsing
man.
finds its way to the list with
Hellsing,
Walter's
boy.
Betrayal.
Yo, I've never seen Hellsing. I've seen it. Well, I have seen it, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
Walter なのか。
ゴミです。
Trash.
人は死ねばゴミになる。
Talk about a slow burn leading to a big reveal. We can't tell when Walter's defection to Millennium really started, but we all know that it's in there. Simmering, getting ready until it finally leads to the big moment. Anyone expected Walter to be the guy who allowed the Valentine brothers to infiltrate Hellsing HQ?
Damn.
I didn't. I certainly didn't expect him to be Alucard's final enemy in the OVA, but the foreshadowing is there. It's been there all along. Ultimately, his fear of becoming old and useless takes precedence and pushes Walter to do what he does. Apparently, the only way to overcome that would be to defeat Alucard, something that didn't end up too well for him. There's light at the end of the tunnel though. They say that redemption equals death, and we can see that with the finale of Walter's journey. As he meets his end, we once again see the nice guy underneath.
おさらばです。お嬢様。
Hit a little different. Drop the cigarette on the ass. Boom.
One Piece is such a long run that it might seem difficult to pick.
Bro, when I tell you this man don't ever take One Piece off a goddamn list, I mean, it's on every list, bro. It's on every list, bro. It's on every list, bro. Like, I swear One Piece just gotta have everything in it at this point.
A moment from it. Turns out though, it's easier than I thought.
何から話せばいいのか。死にゆくあなたにはがっかりさせられた。
No, seriously. If you ask most of the One Piece fans what the biggest betrayal the series has to offer, they'd likely go for the CP9 reveal. It doesn't have as much strength now with the power of hindsight, but boy was it big back then. People now still remember how they thought Gaku would be joining the squad. Oh, how wrong they were. CP9 really bided their time. They waited and they waited, and once the opportunity presented itself, they struck, and no one, especially Iceberg, saw it coming. Imagine your closest circle all the way to one of your closest assistants being a spy all along. It was a conspiracy for the ages, and it rocked the entire One Piece community. Will it continue to hold its spot as the biggest One Piece betrayal all the way to the future? Who knows? I know there are already some contenders, but the CP9 reveal will always be memorable to me.
古代兵器プルトンの設計図、そのありか、多くの犠牲者を出す前にお話しください。
How about a more recent contender now? Rachel's betrayal comes to mind.
Tower of Gods. I have not seen this.
Imagine you're a guy who really simps so hard for this girl. To reunite with this friend of yours, you take the unimaginable first step and scale a tower of terrors. A tower full of dangers and tests, and you could find yourself succumbing to the horrors within every passing moment. That's how Balm felt, and that's how the story of Tower of God kicks off. Now, unreciprocated feelings.
That look like those, what's its things called? The what's name lights?
Every passing moment. That's how Balm felt.
You know, like,
and
if
that's
you
how
ever
the
seen
story
It, you know
of
what I'm
Tower
talking
of
about,
God
like
kicks
the
off. Now,
light.
unreciprocated feelings hurt, right? When Balm finally reunites with Rachel
Seeker
inside the
lights, whatever
tower,
they call
and
it, I
after
forgot
all
what
that
they
he
call it.
did for her in their brief time together, she drops the shocking revelation. You have to die here. Heartbreaking words to hear when you get pushed to your death, and that's right after barely surviving a fight to the death. It must hurt, but on the bright side, it's situations like this that awaken the strongest character developments and changes in worldview.
Yeah. Did you change on her? You better go kill that trick. Why would it? Oh, we got ads.
Trying to kill a person who
Here we
loved
go.
you is bad enough, but how about an entire clan? Paging
Hold on. We
Itachi.
gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it before we even get into it. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. At the end of the day, Itachi did what needed to be done to save the village. To be honest, it was the only way he knew how to save his brother from being in the same situation he was in. Remember, y'all gotta understand, Itachi was in the Third Great Ninja War. He was in it. He saw people dying. He tried to help people in that Joker, and they killed him. Well, not killed him. Not my fault. They tried killing him. He was helping the enemies because he felt bad. Like, he still had sympathy. They took that from him. So at the end of the day, Itachi did what was best by his brother. He didn't do what was best by everybody else in the village. He didn't do what was best by everybody else, you know, in the world. He did what was best for his brother. He knew if his clan stood up and started smashing on the city, hey, everybody else gonna say, oh, the leaf is weak now. Attack. You feel what I'm saying? He knew the Great Ninja War was coming. He didn't want that to happen. He didn't want Sasuke to be involved with it. So the best thing he knew was, if I kill off everybody, there's no coup d'etat. There's nothing. You feel me? There's no coup d'etat. None of that. And let's be real, he did it the right way. Bro gave the girl of his dream the life she always wanted, which was a life with him before killing her. He promised his dad to always look after and take care of Sasuke, which he did. Then he killed them. He slaughtered everybody else. I don't know if he made any other promises to anybody else. But he did what he had to do. Think about it. This man showed up once the third Hokage was dead. He was like, yo, I'm still here, nigga. I told y'all to watch out to my little brother. Now anything happened to my little brother, something gonna happen to the rest of y'all. Like be real. But man, yeah, I'm talking too much. Let me get in there.
Uchiha.
Eyes of a killer.
At this point, it's already a given that most people who are fans of Naruto already know of the Uchiha massacre. It's one of the hallmark moments of the series that serve as Sasuke's main motivation in defeating his brother. What kickstarted Sasuke's road for absolute power was his brother's betrayal and subsequent massacre of their clan.
Yeah,
it's an even
betrayal,
more
bro.
amazing moment to see play out in anime form. With Toby by his side, Itachi began the killings and he left no one alive. No one except his brother, who's not even...
Okay, see, and I need to know this because everybody... Is it a separate personing? Like, okay, so the dude that was with Sasuke when he killed everybody, was it Obito? Because the only reason why I'm confused is Obito's a Uchiha himself. Why would he murder all of the Uchihas? If it was Madara, possibly, because Madara thought the rest of the Uchiha was weak because they bowed down to the leaf, right? Right? So why... I guess I don't see Obito having an issue with the Uchiha. He never had a problem with him.
even spared from the tortures of the
I'm just
Tsukuyomi. What I liked about this betrayal, however, is the eventual revelation that it's not as bad of a betrayal as it was initially portrayed. Part of me still finds it hard to justify what Itachi did, but rest assured, he's not...
Hey, you can just bump all that, what he talking about. You can justify... I can justify the hell out of all of that, bro. I can justify the hell out of all of that, bro. If you told me, hey, Lonnie, look, man, if you don't kill everybody in your family, we gonna send your daughter or your son to their death. Hey, look, I love my family to death. To death. Like each and every one of them. Dad, brother, sister, mom, cousin, all of them. Hey, they gonna get slain. I'm sorry, bro. I'm killing all of y'all, bro. That's just the facts. When it comes to mine and somebody that I love and care for so much, and I don't want them to go through what I've already been through, which is trauma, y'all done. Y'all done. This is me.
Completely evil guy for doing it. We move on from one shonen betrayal to another that I feel is an even bigger surprise at third place. Aizen.
Bang. Right through that, Joker.
What a curveball this was. I still remember clearly watching this unfold, and at that time, I felt that it was genius. Even now, the moment still holds up, and the way the Soul Society arc ended with this betrayal just feels so right, so perfect even. In the whole arc, we're led to believe that Gin was the villain captain in Soul Society. Having gone his way to kill Aizen and nearly do so with other Shinigami officers, all eyes are on this sly snake, and he completely looks the part too. But turns out the mastermind all along was the soft-spoken and intelligent captain who acted like a father to his men. Aizen then proceeds to own everyone before finally escaping, giving us this iconic shot that's defined much of Bleach during its early years. Overall, it's a moment that Bleach fans still gush about to this day, and for good reason too. The setup's great, the execution's great, and the swerve was handled well enough.
When I tell you I was not prepared, bro, I was not prepared. When bro stepped out, it was like, yeah, it been me the whole time, big homie. It been me the whole time. I was like, boy, you bullshitting, you lying. This is the same nigga that when they was going through issues, he was like, yo, I'm on y'all side, bro. I'm here for y'all. What y'all need, man? I got y'all. This nigga's a rat.
In second place, I'm gonna go for Reiner and Bertolt.
I bet number one is like Berserker or something. Cause yeah, I thought this was gonna be number one.
Remember those big, burly titans that are so iconic due to the role they played at the start of the story? What if I told you they're actually some of the best mentors and brother figures Eren could have within the ranks? Annie was but a preview. The reveal of Reiner and Bertolt being some of the most important titans, narratively speaking, was something that completely turned the characters' worlds upside down. What made this moment shine for me was just how well it was executed in anime form. You can feel the tension building up as the two are on the roof with Eren and they start to talk. You know that something big's about to happen and you don't want to accept it, but they just keep going on. Then the music hits a crescendo, and even though you want to deny it, the inevitable happens and all hell breaks loose. This is truly a moment that showcases the excellence that is the Attack on Titan anime.
Right,
it blew my mind in manga form, but the anime just took the moment up an entire notch and gave me an experience that I will never forget. It started as a tough call between second and first, but I'm firmly with Griffith's Betrayal for number one. If you thought Aizen and the Reiner Bertolt reveal were game changers, wait till you see what Berserk has to offer. How could any Berserk fan forget this moment? Good betrayals have to be game changers that turn the whole perspective of a show upside down. The strongest betrayals come from our protagonist's dearest allies, and for Guts, I could only imagine how it felt to be betrayed by the leader of the Band of Falcon himself. The most iconic moment in the eclipse comes when Griffith finally succumbs to his emotions and gives rise to the Lord of Darkness. Femto's descent is met with rightful fright from both the characters and the audience. The whole sequence is the stuff of nightmares, and we all know how screwed Guts and Casca would have been had it not been for Skull Knight's timely arrival. Even though most Berserk adaptations were pretty underwhelming, I feel the movie adapted the eclipse really well. The 2016 series was a disgrace in terms of animation, but this one, even with all the CGI, I thought was done pretty well. So, which betrayal impacted you the most? Comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed the video...
Oh, man. Look, man, yeah. This was different. When it came out to the list, I really loved the list. That's beside the point. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah. I still think Itachi should have been number one. That's just me, though. That's just me. But thank you guys for checking out the video. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Comment below. And your boy will see you later. Lois out. Peace.